Work hard and believe in yourself. Welcome to Savvy, where we have lots of practical wisdom to share. Hey, don't forget to hit that like button below, and while you're at it, subscribe and hit that notification bell for more advice here at Savvy. Today's video is all about the wisdom of working hard and believing in one's self. So here's a list of ideas you might want to try to ease into the mindset of working hard. Number 1. Whining piggy bank. Inspirational speaker Iyanla Vanson's idea of measuring one's negative thinking is her method called No Whining Wednesdays. It's fairly easy, and you need a lot of quarters or just about any small tokens to try it. The one rule of it is, if you ever complain, whine, or criticize during a Wednesday and not any other day, you are required to put a quarter in a jar or a piggy bank. After the day is over, reflect on the number of quarters you have deposited and see just how much complaining thrives in your day. The most striking part is that it's just a Wednesday. Imagine all the other days you whine and complain about life, even just for the smallest reasons. The truth is, it's not just about working hard in life. It's about reducing the negatives from within you too. This way, you can believe in yourself with fewer negative thoughts holding you back. Number 2. Extreme mindset. The mind is a very powerful thing because even though our thoughts are mostly invisible to the human eye, their effects are not. Emitting from our work, outputs, and labor are reflections of our thoughts. And that's also true of how much our thoughts are influencing our results. Therefore, if you want to have an extraordinary life, you must think extraordinarily too. One of the main differences between a successful person to those who aren't is the standard against which that a successful person is setting themselves. In this case, your mind is your friend. Whatever you set your mind to will be your brain's goal as well. So think nice and high, and that's where you will be as well. Number 3. Build from rock bottom. Author Rick Rigsby once said, "Pride is the burden of a foolish person." When you trip while peacefully walking, do you dust yourself off and stand up with more cautious regard towards the road, or do you curse the road and feel sorry for yourself? Being prideful is not accepting one's shortcomings to become better. Remember that failing from time to time is better than being successful all the time, because that means life is happening to you at a humble pace. And what happens when you fail enough times? You hit rock bottom. No more resources, no more help, and little to no energy. And what should you do then? It's best to make that rock bottom your construction site where you will be building your foundation to become better, with the failures and lessons you've accumulated as your scaffoldings and new resources. Rock bottom is not the end, my friend. You just have to build your way out of it. Number 4. Yes, I'm wrong. Are you willing to be wrong? Well, I hope your answer to that is yes. This is because conceding to being right is an ingredient to being right. Keep learning and growing to be in a place where you don't have everything figured out to allow growth and learning to prosper. Let's say you are aiming to be a world-class baker and you are building a recipe for a contest. Unfortunately, the cake turned out more sour than it should be. It's lemon flavored, but as of the moment, all you taste is lemon and no cake. But you worked so hard on the recipe. You're sure nothing's wrong with the measurements. What could it be? If you were this baker, what would you do? You should admit that somewhere something has gone wrong in the baking process. It's the only way to resolve the flavor issue. Start by analyzing the recipe and by testing out other methods. It would be best to consult with other bakers. Be willing to admit you're wrong to get where you want to be right. Be open to allowing hard questions to be asked in your life, because the easy ones are safe, and safe isn't enough. To be better and to be best is to be outside and be wrong. Just don't overdo it, so that you don't end up always wrong. Number 5, be wary of your influence. It's one thing to believe in yourself, and one thing for others to believe in you too. It's more drastic of an impact if those who place their belief and trust in you are the young ones. On the path to working hard and figuring out your dreams, you are also influencing others through your work. This is why you should always be wary of your influence. It might have been taboo to tell people who ask what you think of them with, "Well, Jane, you're alright," or, "Well, Jane, you're fine just the way you are." Well, what if they aren't? What if they're lazy, self-loathing, or just idling by day in and day out? Instead of correcting them, you might just be egging their bad habits on by playing safe on answering. This might be hard, but one thing's for sure: honesty is always the best way to go. You can influence by setting an example. Show them you are in for the long haul of winning, and show them that you are using integrity-based decisions to get where you want to be. Work hard and believe in yourself, while influencing others to do the same. The more, the merrier. Number 6, rescue yourself. Let me introduce you to motivational speaker Lisa Nichols for this last idea about working hard and believing in one's self. At 19, Lisa has been told by her professors that she isn't cut out to deliver public speeches, and that she was really bad at accounting. She was advised to just settle for a desk job when finding work and be happy with it. Years later, she had no job and unexpectedly got pregnant. 2 years after her son was born, her partner was imprisoned. With no job, she relied on government services to sustain her son and herself. Her bank account couldn't even pay for a single diaper, so she had to use traditional towels to keep him clean. After 2 days of this dilemma, she started to reflect on her situation and promised herself that her son will get the best life she could give him. The chances that he may end up just like his father were too big of a chance to take. Fast forward, Lisa attended seminars over and over again until she understood the market at which she planned to invest in. She put her 100% into her self-belief, just as much as she put 100% to her work. Now, she's so far from that 2-day predicament she and her son found themselves in years prior. Her realization? It was her belief in herself that got her out of it first and foremost. It was Lisa who rescued herself. In her own words, "I rescued me, and you should too." Well, that is enough practical wisdom for today. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up below. We will be posting 4 to 5 videos per week, so click that subscribe button and that notification bell to be notified of our new videos weekly. Thanks everyone, and see you in the next video. Ciao, ciao!